Hi, my name is Michele Dufresne, and today's teaching tip is going to be around using sound boxes during guided reading. If you have seen a reading recovery lesson, you may have seen sound boxes used as part of the writing lesson, and if you are a Jan Richardson fan, you may have read in her book about using sound boxes as part of word study. That's what I'm talking about today, using it during word study. So one of the things that's important to understand is that sound boxes help students hear sounds and words. The carryover is going to be when they, during writing workshop, need to write a word they don't know how to write. They're learning how to say a word slowly and listen for the phonemes and sound. When students first start working with us, they often don't even understand that there are words in a sentence, much less sounds in a word. So this procedure helps them segment the sounds and listen and understand what letter is making that particular sound. Now, in some phonics programs, they actually ask children to say a word and tell you what the segmented sounds are, like cat, at. But truthfully, if a child can do that, they don't need this procedure. This procedure is helping them hear those separate sounds. The way it works is, first of all, you tell them how many boxes they need. Do not ask them, don't say a word like no and ask them how many sounds are in it, or cat, how many sounds are in it. You're going to say, we're going to do some words today and we're going to be using 3 boxes. So use the 3 boxes on your card. You ask them to say the word and you model how to say it slowly and run your finger under it or into the boxes like this. Cat, or at. Usually they can quickly transfer from pushing up to under, and they just need to make sure by the time they're making the last sound, they're at the last box. So now you want to ask them to say the word slowly. Cat. Run their finger under it. Cat. And now they can write the sounds in there. Cat. What I like about using something like this with a plastic sleeve is now we can quickly erase and we can do another example. Of course, you can just use plain paper, but then you're having to make more and more boxes on the paper. Okay, now we might change the first sound. That's going to be the easiest thing, just changing the first sound. So we might do bat. Bat. Putting the sounds into the box. Bat. And ask them to check it. Bat. You want to insist on that checking because that's also going to help them in their reading. When they see a word and they think they've got it, now they're going to learn how they can run their finger under the word and check that all the sounds are there. So this also will help students not only in their writing, but also in their reading. Now, one of the things to watch out for, I see over and over again, teachers saying the word slowly. If you find that you're saying the word slowly, which I'm sure that you can do very well, you're not transferring the skill to your students. So you want to make sure that maybe at first you have to say the word slowly and you have to teach them how to say the word slowly, but ultimately, to know this task is being done right, the students should be saying the word slowly. And you should not be doing something like at. You want to make sure that it's bat. That's what's going to help them learn how to check words in their text and also how to say words slowly and write them in their stories. One last thing, as you move up to more complicated words, there might be some words that have 2 letters that make one sound. So for example, thin. The TH goes in one box, in. So it works like that. And sometimes you have words with silent letters at the end. So I would just say, for example, something like lake. Lake. And I would say, and it turns out there's a silent letter on the end. It's an E. So they just stick it outside of it. The last thing that you may find is vowels are often the hardest thing for kids to hear early on. So first of all, you might want to punch the sound like this. Let's take the word tin. Tin. So they hear the T and they hear the N, but they're not sure what vowel that is. You can punch that sound like this. In, say it louder to help them hear it. You also want to link to a vowel they know. So I would say it's like I in igloo. So you could use our handy little bookmark here with the vowels, or they can use their ABC card and say it's like I in igloo. So you're linking to something that helps them remember what the sound is. I hope this has been helpful. In my next video tip blog, I'm going to be talking about using this procedure during guided writing.